Hello, nice to meet you and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ radio and television station. Today's headlines. Teleconference to summarize the information and communications work in 2020 and the period of 2016-2020, implementing the tasks in 2021 and the period of 2021-2025. The working delegation of the Naval Zone 5 and South Province cities came to visit the first camps to Army officers soldiers at Nam Du Island, Kiên Hải District, Kiên Giang Province. The Ministry of Transport held a inauguration ceremony of Lộ Tẻ Ra Số route. Top news today. On the morning of January 12, the Ministry of Information and Communications held a teleconference to summarize the work in 2020 and the period 2016-2020, implementing the tasks in 2021 and the period of 2021-2025. Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Đức Đam attended and directed the conference. In the year 2020 in particular and in the 2016-2020 period in general, the information and communication industry continued to have strong development steps. The whole industry has focused on implementing the strategies of restructuring the economy associated with innovation in growth models. Three strategic breakthroughs were focused on directing good implementation in the industry and achieving many positive results. The National Information Infrastructure System continued to be built modernly and widely. Post and telecommunications network developed rapidly and steadily. Information technology has developed strongly with many achievements in the application of information technology by state agencies and in social life. Especially the National Digital Transformation Program with the dual goal of both developing digital government, digital economy, digital society, and forming strong digital technology enterprises in Vietnam has spread to every aspect of society from center to local. At the conference, Ministry of Information and Communications also announced program for small and small-scale business support to digital conversion, open information portal to receive information via phone number 1800-8108. On the afternoon of January 12, Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, in coordination with the Permanent Vietnam Federal Front Committee, organized video conference to sum up coordination program the phase of 2017-2020 on environment protection tasks. Mr. Trần Thanh Mẫn, member of the Party Central Committee, President of Vietnam Federal Front Committee, Mr. Trần Hồng Hà, member of Party Central Committee, Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, attended.
After 4 years of implementation, the cooperative program between the Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front and the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment has made multiple achievements. Remarkably, the awareness of environmental protection to cope with climate change, attaching with the national movement of poor people join hands in building new style rural and civilized urban areas in all classes of people, was heightened. Vietnam Fatherland Front of all levels have organized 517,300 propaganda workshops, seminars, and talks. At the moment, the nation has 126 district-level Fatherland Fronts, 252 common-level Fatherland Fronts, and 252 boards of front tasks, typical residential area on environmental protection. Fatherland Front committees of all levels also mobilized the dredging of nearly 103,000 kilometers of canal, the planting of nearly 2.9 million plants and trees, and the collecting of nearly 2 million tons of waste, with over 8.2 million participation tons. On top of that, the inspection test for the harness of natural resources and the coping of climate change was promoted in 10 provinces nationwide with 2.5 thousand inspection tons. The multiplication of good models received attention with over 40,000 new models established.
Moving on the other news, on the morning of January 12, the Central Military Commission Ministry of Defense held a meeting with high-rank Army officers who were retired via online with 9 locations of the military zone 9.
This activity is organized every year by the Central Military Commission, the Ministry of National Defense, on the occasion of the Lunar New Year to express their gratitude to predecessor as well as the responsibility, solidarity, unity and determination of the following generations in the missions of national defense. On behalf of the Central Military Commission, the Ministry of National Defense, Army General Ngô Xuân Lịch informed the attendees about the international and local situation, the results of the military party congresses of all levels, and major achievements in the military and national defense tasks in the phase 2015-2020, and missions and targets in military development in coming years. For the approaching Tet holidays, Minister of National Defense sincerely offered his best wishes to all attendees and their families. 33 retired high-level Army officers attended the online meeting at the location of Military Zone 9. In 2020, the Party Committee, High Command of Military Zone 9, received many meaningful remarks and contributions of retired officials for military and national defense mission. They also act as role models for following generations of cadres and soldiers in military armed forces.
To continue the working visit in southwestern islands of Vietnam, on the morning of January 12, the working delegation of the Naval Zone 5 and South Provinces cities came to visit and offer gifts to Army officers, soldiers who are responsible for Sea Island sovereignty protection at Nam Du Island, Kinh Hải District, Kinh Giang Province, Multifola. At this destination, the delegation gave death wishes and gifts to Army officers and soldiers of Nam Du Border Post, An Sơn Commune's People's Committee, and Rider Station No. 600. The delegation applauded units that had done well the mission in the past year. Yearly, the Naval Zone 5 prepared for welcoming death zone for people soldiers in line with implementing the mission to keep security of the border and protect the Sea Island sovereignty of the country. On this occasion, Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Tâm, head of the Propaganda and Education Board of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, and members of delegation met and encouraged two soldiers who are Cần Thơ people working in Radar Station No. 600 to try to complete well their responsibility. On the morning of January 12, Mr. Lê Quang Mạnh, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, chaired a conference on review of the role, responsibility in leading, directing management of the Standing Committee in carrying out the mission in the year 2020. According to the report of the Standing Party Committee of Cần Thơ City, in the context of many difficulties, especially due to the COVID-19 pandemic, that with the leadership and direction of the Party Central Committee, the National Assembly, the government, and the support from the Central Ministry's department has promptly removed difficulties, creating favorable conditions to help the City Party Committee fulfill its political tasks by the year 2020. In terms of the subjective, the Standing Party Committee of Cần Thơ City continue to promote solidarity, high political determination, always reserved, upholding the principle of democratic centralization, while implementing the working regulations, affirming the role of leadership comprehensively. In party building a transparent and strong political system, the Standing Party Committee paid special importance, determination and preservation to seriously and effectively implementing the party building and reorganization in association with the vigorously learn and follow human ideology, morality, style, and regulations on setting the example of cadres and party members. At 2 p.m. on January 12 in Châu Thành District, Kinh Giang Province, the Ministry of Transport held an inauguration ceremony of Lộ Tẻ Rạch Sỏi route. Attending, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Thể, member of the Party Central Committee, Minister of Transport, and leaders of departments, ministries, provinces, which have the project across.
The project of Lỗ Tẻ Rạch Sỏi route was invested by the Ministry of Transport with the construction funds of over 6,355 billion Vietnam dong, in which 200 million US dollars was borrowed from the South Korean government. The route has the length of 51 kilometers with 27 bridges and 3 traffic junctions at Vĩnh Thạnh District, Provincial Road number 963 and Rạch Giá. The project consists of 2 construction packages in Cần Thơ City with over 24 kilometers of length and in Kiên Giang Province with the length of 27 kilometers. Putting the route into use will shorten the traveling time from Cần Thơ to Kiên Giang from 1.5 hours to just 50 minutes. Opening speech, Minister of Transport Nguyễn Ngọc Thể praised the efforts of Cần Thơ and Kiên Giang in ground clearance and construction assistance, while underlined that the inauguration of the route will boost socio-economic development of southwestern cities and provinces.
And now let's look at the weather forecast. That's all for the news of Cần Thơ radio and television station. You can search this bulletin on kenthtv.vn. Thanks so much for your attention. Bye for now.